Hello and welcome to our video. Today we're recapping Plat Elo on this account, which means we're recapping something like Diamond MMR. We ended up actually losing at this point, so our first loss was like this, where we had an AP Tristana that runs it down, and then we ended up losing again because tilted, so losing to tilt, and then we ended up losing to just horrible draft, and this is kind of the pattern here. Pretty much every loss we have right now, like we have 2 losses on Italy and 3 on Evelyn. Pretty much every loss at this point is either due to draft, so you have to dodge, or due to tilt. So draft, unplayable, tilt, or someone running you down because they don't want you to have 100% win rate, which is what he typed as well. He typed, haha, you don't have 100% win rate anymore. So yeah, an interesting elo to play in for sure. We went through everything from like Diamond 4 to like Diamond 1 and some Master players, but like 0 LP Master, so not really. Yeah, I don't know. The main thing in the elo is that the games can either be really fine or really not fine. So if the game is really not fine, then I mean, you just have like a really disgusting game, basically. But if the game is really fine, then you just win in 10 minutes. Like, there, Diamond. Game is really fine, we just win in 20 minutes. There, game is really good for us, we just win. And then this, team played bad, enemy gets like shit fed for no reason, game goes instantly 30 minutes. Same thing here again. Some people played bad, so instantly game goes 30 minutes. People played good, so instantly the game is 10 minutes. Same thing here. Some people decide to troll or play bad, like Cannon ADC or like AP Tristana mid lane just running it down. It was 3-1 game, but they just decide to try to lose it, and then it goes 30 minutes. And maybe you win, but probably not when everyone in the enemy is fed. And no one on the team is useful. Then, again, people do bad, so game goes 30 minutes instantly. Like, every lane lost this game. Then, again, right, 30 minutes, like, people do bad, and people are, like, abusing, like, fucking these builds, where you have, like, Eclipse and Maw and shit, and Death Stance, and completely unkillable. This guy on same items as me can 1v3 me, so really balanced champ plus build combination. Very balanced and skilled. Like, you get outplayed the whole game, but then, like, if the enemy makes one mistake, you just snowball on these champs like an AD against AP, and the AP champs can do almost nothing. Then again, same 3 games, like 20-minute win, 20-minute win, everyone wins, 20-minute win, everyone wins. Unplayable, everyone loses. Unplayable, everyone loses. Again, everyone wins, 15-minute win. People do like kind of bad, so it's like 35 minutes, but this was like, we didn't really try to end the game either too hard, but I mean, it was people doing kind of bad. So that's like kind of the pattern in this elo, so you have to try to edge out wins from the games that are like not so free. Like this game, like this game, like this game, right? You have to like edge out the not so free wins, and you have to not tilt, just play consistent and like keep scaling, because these people are like same as Plat players, basically. Like, they're not any different from Plat players in skill, they're all horrible, but the thing is, you just have to scale and just wait for them to make mistakes again. Like, really boring playstyle, but it's what you have to do. And if you can't do that, then you might just lose. Like, but yeah, you don't really lose too much. Most games are winnable. Like, this is winnable, and this is free win, and this was also winnable, kinda, but this is just dodge. So at this point, you do actually have games that you just straight up have to dodge, or you can't play the game. Because, like, where do I play this game, right? Like, this guy's proxy farming, so I can't path for top lane, and bot lane has 0 prio, 0 ability to fight. I will have to give up double scuttle to a Hecarim, and he just snowballs for free from doing nothing. Like, he doesn't even have to be human. He just has to, like, press his right click to move to camps, and that's it. Anyway, though, I think the games we could look at are. Wait, what games are interesting? I had it in my mind, but then I'm NPC, so I forgot. Brother, man, like, what is wrong with me? Oh yeah, I mean, I guess we can look at the first loss, and we can just see how we end up losing to these people. It's kind of crazy. Is it this? No, this is Annie Midland or something. Annie somewhere. Annie third. Okay, that's like way later. This is Hekrim Syndra. Okay. Oh yeah, this is Hekrim Syndra, so this. So how did we lose this game? How did we end up losing? Right? We do our clear. We're like chilling. And okay. Completely like my mid laner, I don't know, he's just like fighting an enemy jungle for fun, I guess. And asking me to come, but there's nothing to come to, so it is what it is. And my bot lane is like making the way frozen for enemy bot lane and making their own game completely unplayable. So I can go nowhere. Lovely, no? Like, just nothing to do. We can just do absolutely nothing. Because it's like the most horrible position for the wave to be. And Nautilus just gets like CC'd. Probably should have used my charm on Vayne, I guess. I don't know. But she has Ghost and Flash, so I don't know. Just nothing to do. My mid laner is like flaming now. He's like upset because he's bad at the game. We clear again. And we end up actually finding the kill on Hekrim. Like we just get a free shutdown. And at this point I'm saying, okay, well, if I get this, then I just auto-win. I can just win this game for free. Like there are no issues then. Get 6, gank this, like bot lane, and the bot lane actually knows how to avoid the gank, which is annoying, but it's an issue of them being like the only ones I can gank and them playing like unskilled garbage. And I don't know. I'm trying to stay, but they're trying to like go to Narnia. So then I'm just like, okay, whatever then. Nothing happens. I had to turn off chat so I don't type to these people. I CBA type anymore. And okay. So I keep trying bot lane, but it keeps being really fucking disgustingly hard to do anything. I walked a bit too far forward, but it's fine. This guy still has flash, so I'm waiting for all of my spells before I use my flash E, so that I make sure that my E will follow and I can insta ult, you know, so that he will die. Then we clear some camps again, and then this guy's like completely griefing because I don't know, every jungle in this elo is just griefing. Like I've not played against a single good jungler on this account. It's always just like laners griefing, or you griefing, or whatever. Like none of the junglers I played against have played well yet, so I don't know. I mean, some played like okay. That's like the best they did. Like okay. Pretty interesting though. Yeah, I don't know. We just clear a bit more, and we're just trying to scale. Tristana's like getting tilted out of her mind, like sitting in mid lane. This is obviously warded since Syndra's walking like that, right? Like there's no reason for her to walk up to my Raptors if it's not warded. And yeah. Then I just look for a kill on Syndra. I'm 4-0 at 10 minutes with good CS, so should be free win as Evelyn, right? Free win, free win. Slow this guy, but I don't know. That guy got one shot completely, somehow. But Hekrim ult, good player. The best in the world. Okay. Then I'm just looking to stay a little bit so that I maybe get my mythic. And maybe I can fight Hekrim here in Dragon. This looks good though. Hekrim wasted his E. He's completely griefing again. I just ult to make sure I get the kill so that I will have mythic. We take dragon. This guy's like killing them behind tower. Everything looks good, right? 5-0, 80 CS, 11 minutes. Okay, chilling. That guy backs off, sure. I try to like fight Hecarim here on his camps, but he has ult, so... Or... I think he still had ult, that's why I don't commit, if I remember right. And this guy's also moving, so I'm like, whatever. I'll just chunk him and not let him play. Then we're finding this guy as well. Everything is fine, right? No issues. Like, this guy can't play the game. He disappears to Narnia. He goes mid lane. I find him here again. I know he still has ult, so I'm not hard committing. And he just ults away. Sion is still moving for him. Okay. Then this is like a bit unfortunate because that guy actually got so much movement speed. I didn't expect it at all from using his W. I don't know. Like, look how long this lasts. So insane, man. Anyway, though, everything is fine. I can try to fight this guy a bit. But then Milio is a really, really cool champion. Like, I love this champ design, by the way. He has healed him, he has shielded him, and now he healed him and cleansed again. Like, Jesus Christ, man. What a disgustingly annoying kit. Riot Games really really did outdo themselves on that one. I don't know, I take this because, I don't know, he's NPC. After this, he bases and he buys Moby Boots and runs down mid. Enemy still inting. Completely inting. We take dragon. We are taking all the camps. Fighting the broken champs. Keep taking camps. Kill this guy as well. Somehow Nautilus gets this, by the way. Shocking. And then we end up in a bad fight and we die. Classic. Classic Hecarim being Hecarim. And then the game is just lost. I mean, the game was already lost before I did that because I don't have an ADC. Like, I have a 1-item cannon ADC against 2-item Vayne. And I have this. So yeah, then game is just lost. No one can play. It's just unplayable. We win some fights, even 4v5, but you're not gonna end up winning the game 4v5. Like, it's just not happening then. They just start taking all of our shit. They can just fight anything they want. And they win. Really boring. No skill from enemy, really. Like, it's not like they outplayed us. It's not like they played better or anything to win. Okay. And then, I don't know. The other games are just same shit, really. Kinda, but not really. Like, for example, the other loss that we have is, I don't know, just lost in draft completely. Well, okay, we can look like at the win, I guess. We can look at, say, I don't know, like this game, for example. Like, we really hard punished an Italy here. So let's look at that real quick. So let's see. This is 2, so it must be this one. Yeah. Okay, so we're against an Italy. So we start the game by 3 camp clearing, and then, okay, so I see that my mid laner got solo killed, and I'm just like, okay, well, I have Nimbus Cloak, because that's the rune I play. I'm like, okay, well, I'm pretty sure I will get on him, regardless. He has no flash, and he's pushing up, so I might as well. I just flash, because I'm gonna have to flash regardless, and if I wait too long, then he might, like, do hammer form, or, well, he might, like, swap forms, move speed from that. I don't know, maybe he has E, so he gets most people from that, so fuck that. Just secure the kill. Now I have to be really careful for Nidalee like invading me because I just showed on the map. So I avoid that and I end up spotting Nidalee. She doesn't end up killing my bot lane. We take these camps, and while I'm doing this, I'm just looking at how fast she's making it, and I'm pretty sure she won't make it, so I just smite this and move away, right? Now we want to do the next camp, pull it away so that she can't actually completely invade us instantly. And that's what we do. We're trying to avoid the spear now, because she will obviously try to spear us here. And if she hits us, then we will be dead. So, yeah. Interesting effort by Thresh, but we wouldn't kill her even if we hit the hook, so I don't know. But an interesting effort. So now we see that Nidalee is trying to go for the other scuttle. So she is prioritizing this scuttle and denying me over taking the bot side scuttle, which is reasonable. But since she's doing this, she can't really know where I am, right? And it's not really efficient for her to like skip the scuttle and go straight to her camps. So I just end up going to her wolves. Obviously, if she's a very good player, she might realize, oh, actually, like Evelyn could do this here, and maybe she checks it, but who knows? I don't know if even like a very good player would check it. Like, I don't think I myself would go check it, because the thing is, Evelyn could be on wolves or Gromp or this, or not even be anywhere here. So hard to really say. So now I'm kind of ahead in farm off the first clear. I keep clearing to capitalize my lead. The scuttle can't be taken yet, so we take this as well, so it's completely fine for us. We got a scuttle, and we even got to like steal an enemy camp on the first clear, and we got a kill on the first clear, so that's really good. We keep clearing. We're trying to get to level 6 as fast as possible, but we're 1% off. Then here my bot lane like pings me to help them, and this is why you always mute pings, because if you're the type of person that I am, then when you see ping assistance, if you don't think about it, by default, you just end up running there. Like on dragons, I don't, because dragon I just hate doing. But like this shit, I do, right? And then I'm like pinging and typing that I need 10 XP, and guess what happens? A spear. And just die for no reason. So this is why I always mute pings, because I don't know, like when I used to play with pings on from people, like when I didn't insta mute pings, like half of my deaths would end up being to like people pinging and like me trying to figure out what the fuck they want and walking somewhere because they want it or whatever else. So don't do that. And it's completely your fault. Like this is completely my fault. I should have just ignored the ping or muted it or whatever. But I decided to go there, so it's just horrible, right? But okay, then this is just free because that guy went in, so just keep chasing. Cool. I could kill that as well myself, but he decided to flash, so that's fine. So then Nidalee has her red buff up because she started that, so now we are kind of trying to hunt her. But since she doesn't show up here instantly, that means that she must have based, right? Because not having seen someone is also information. So if I don't see Nidalee right now, that means that she's probably in base, because otherwise she would have jumped over the wall and done this. So I do 2 camps, because I think that's what I have time for. Because if she runs here, then first thing she will run to our red or Krugs, so that's like a bit of a buffer for me. But then she does this, whatever this is, and I just make sure to take the whole camp, and then I just go hunt her. But I don't really know where she is, so I'm like, okay, whatever. Let's kill Jason, right? Yikes. So at this point, Jace is 1 and 5, and all 3 of our takedowns are on Jace, so pretty good. Bot lane somehow double kills, cool. And we know that since Nidalee didn't show up bot side when we were looking, she's most likely top side. So if she went top side, and she already did the wolves, so we just walk like this, and we check, okay, is she on blue or on Gromp? We end up finding her here, and we just kill it. Somehow my Gnar ends up getting it, which is very unfortunate for me, but it happens. And then this guy didn't expect us to make it top lane as quickly as we did, so he just dies as well. He decides to try to turn with ult as well. Here, I thought that my charm would like persist after it, but he just ends up charging his Q, and I'm like, I don't want to ult. But then I'm like, whatever, I'm 1 HP and I want the kill, so I just press ult, but then I'm CC'd, so it buffers, and then it casts, so I'm just like depressed. But I don't really care that much because I'm gonna full clear anyway right now, so it's kind of whatever. And we just take like enemy camp, whatever. Nothing to really say too much. But basically, we're just trying to hunt down every camp and hunt down Nidalee because we actually have a lead. So Nidalee goes bot lane, and now at this point, you might ask yourself, okay, why don't you just run bot lane and do stuff, right? But running bot lane is like completely coin flip because if I run bot lane, then what ends up happening is, okay, well, maybe I do something in the fight, maybe I don't, but who knows? Like, maybe I get some kind of a lead, maybe I don't. That's kind of disturbing, right? Why would I do that when right now what I can do is, if I get notifications from stream, right now what I can do is I can buy items in base, I have ult, and only her top side is up, nothing else is up on bot side of the map, so she's either going to have to base or walk top side, and when she does, I can just kill her again, no? So that's what I do, I just walk to her top side, and lo and behold, Nidalee's top side. And Nidalee's dead as well. I just ult to make sure I insta-kill her, CBA her, like flashing, jumping, whatever the fuck. I mean, she used flash in the last fight, but I CBA her doing anything. I just secure the kill and move on. Take 2 camps, and now, like, okay, you could ask, okay, why don't you go do Herald, or why don't you do your camps? Well, right now, there are options for me, right? I can do Herald and do my camps, or I can base, get Mythic, and I can play for this invade timing. It's up to me, really. For myself, it's better if I do Herald and then like clear everything, but it's a bit AFK, so I'm not the biggest fan of it. Because here I can just completely abuse her. And also, even if I decide not to invade her, I can take the scuttle, because otherwise she would get it. I can make sure she can't even do dragon, and I can do all of my camps faster, so my plan B is still fine. So I decide to fight her, but I don't know, a bit ambitious by me. Just making sure I get this. And I don't know, whatever the fuck happened here. Okay, Karma dies while trying to help Nidalee. And then we just keep hunting. Okay, Jinx is here. Cool. If her laners want to like play completely for her, that's fine with me. But I'll just keep playing because I'm not really in danger. I don't have like any hard CC champ or something I need to be afraid of. And then, okay, what I'm guessing here is that Jinx is probably like in this bush or like here somewhere, and then Nidalee is like clearing the camp, and they're just trying to bait it, you know? So that when we go in, Jinx can like actually try to kill us. And my guess was correct, so I press the W on her, and I hide in this bush, so Jinx can walk up close to me, while this guy, if he jumps here or something, right? If he tries to jump away to this way, I will just insta-kill him with W. Well, if he doesn't, then I'll just kill the Jinx. So I wait for this. I find her, she heals, but she dies anyway. Make sure you take the camp as well on the way out. And then I look for this red buff as well. I'm like, okay, cool. So here we need to like hide a bit so that we don't get seen. And then always Nidalee players and Lee Sin, whatever, are going to queue the bush. So you want to like stand outside of the bush, right? And then he thinks that he will hit the trash, so he starts walking forward, and we just get a free kill. Nothing to really say after that. We just clear once so that we capitalize our lead, and then we're level 11. And after level 11, guess what? Invade timing again, right? Like she was like doing stuff bot lane, and she took bot side camps, I guess, and then she shows up here. So we just invade again. And yeah, game is over. They FF. So it's like the same type of game as the Plat games. There's no real difference between Diamond and Plat, except that the games that are 8s and the people annoying you mentally, it just gets worse. So rather than the games being like harder or people playing a lot better or something, it's mostly just you having less fun, honestly. Like people just pick better champs, like they pick broken shit. Like I don't know, they pick like you should. Okay, let's just look at this. Okay, Zaya, I don't know. Okay. I played against Zaya. Like, I played with or against Zaya like this many games in a row, and it's just gonna keep happening. So I'm gonna start banning it because it's honestly the most picked shit in the world. Like, look at this. It's just complete unskill and broken. Diamond 2 and above. We go. What the fuck did they do to this? EU West. Ban rate 36, pick rate almost 20. Like, what is that? Then, like, the other champs, like, they pick, like, Kaisa. They love picking Kaisa, but Kaisa isn't so annoying. Like Zaya. So, see, like, Kaisa doesn't win as much, but she's picked, like, every game, basically. So, you play against the same disgusting, boring to play against champs every single game. Or, like, Jinx. There you go, Jinx. Jinx probably wins a lot as well, right? Like, Jinx. Really balanced and skilled. You have a positive win rate, even though like 1/3 of games it's literally permapicked. So basically every game you have like Jinx, Zaya, Kaisa. Jinx, Zaya, Kaisa. Jinx, Zaya, Kaisa. You only play with this shit. So yeah, pretty interesting. Sometimes you play with like Draven or Cortez or Ezreal or something, but or Caitlyn or something, but it's like kind of exception. I don't know. Then in jungle, like what do you play against in jungle? Like you play against like say 10 champs or whatever. Like you play against Hecarim, you play against I don't know, like Gragas, I don't know, Lee Sin or something, and so on. And the higher you go, the more that happens in Wukong, you know, stuff like that. And you end up playing against the same champs over and over, and the same champs that are kind of like unskilled that everyone plays. So yeah, pretty interesting elo to have played through. Today we only need to like win one and win we're in promo to Diamond, and we're kind of chilling. But honestly, as long as you don't tilt and get pulled into the Fiesta, just mute all every game. This elo isn't really any different from Plat. You just play it the same way as well, and like same shit, except for the people trolling or like comps you just straight up have to dodge because there's nothing to do. But yeah, other than that, same thing. And yeah, I'm going to keep uploading the game examples as we go. I think I'm currently picking them for gold. I have like all of the games uploaded, but I have to like pick which ones to release, and I'm also kind of releasing the summaries earlier than I'm releasing the game examples. Okay. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, then like and subscribe. And yeah, if you want to see all of the games, you can look on my Twitch or you can look on my Patreon. It has like legit every game. So my Patreon has literally okay, well, this is coaching, but my Patreon has literally every single game played on the account. Or well, it's a bit delayed. I post the games like maybe like 2 or 3 days after they're played, but it has like every game other than that. Or you can join my Discord and get free coaching or whatever. Either way, if you enjoyed the video, then like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.